Hallo, guten Abend. Herzlich willkommen bei einem Spiel, was offenbar wirklich alt ist. Denn eigentlich läuft es in 320 x 200er Auflösung. Steinalt. Und ich bin froh, dass ich überhaupt zum Laufen kriege. Casey Rain. Also ich habe es ganz kurz mal gestartet, um zu gucken, ob es läuft. Ich habe den ersten Raum nicht verlassen. Und ja, das... Mal sehen, wie es wirklich gefällt. Der erste Eindruck war okay. Schau mal, wir haben es auf Deutsch gestellt. Lautstärke und so kann ich noch ändern. Ne? Muss mal gucken. Ich mache mal ein neues Spiel und wir gucken, was hier so los ist.
Hey, you.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So, I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out! So, I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
Ah. Okay. Ja, er war mein Großvater.
Yeah, was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Mhm. 25. September 1995. Tag 1.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Oh Gott, ja, dieses Piepen kenne ich irgendwie auch. Gleich mal ausmachen. Wecker. Anschauen.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Ausschalten.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Das ist so witzig, wie auffällig unterschiedlich die beiden Raumhälften sind, ne? Und anscheinend gibt es ja relativ viele Dinge anzugucken. Also weiter quasi als jetzt bin ich in dem Probestart nicht gekommen. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was jetzt als nächstes passiert.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Okay, noch was
Eileen's
mit.
obnoxious alarm.
Okay.
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Sehr organisiert.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Mhm.
I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever.
Okay, ich gucke gleich meine Sachen an hier und dann müssen wir wahrscheinlich auch los. Hm?
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check.
Okay. Schrank.
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
Schrank verwenden.
I can certainly see the appeal of blindly rummaging through Eileen's clothes, but seriously, I've got better things to do.
Ich habe auch mal geguckt, ob es davon eine technisch aktuellere Version gibt, aber scheinbar nicht.
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Wir treffen uns wieder.
Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision.
Bett in Unordnung bringen?
Would be fun, but a bit too childish, even for me.
Okay. Kreuz.
Looks handcrafted. Probably something she made in woodworking class. Well, either her or one of her 12 siblings.
Warst du heute ganz besorgen? Ich habe eine Errungenschaft gekriegt. Ich habe das Beste getan, die Beerdigung zu verpassen. Okay.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Color print.
Computer.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes.
Über Computer nachdenken.
I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is. Not a geek.
Witzig, dass das englische Wort Geek hier in das deutsche Wort Freak übersetzt wurde, ne?
It's some advanced scanner thingy. It can scan pictures, tapes, all sorts of stuff.
Dafür braucht man einen Trikot dafür.
Our room phone. It's got an external line.
Kann ich wen anrufen? Ah. Ich kann. Ich kann, aber ich habe keine Nummer, oder? Notizbuch
I
lesen.
haven't written anything in it yet. I'll write down clues in this as I find them.
Okay, eine Elektroschockwaffe.
NZ 500 self-defense stun gun. Fully charged. A girl can never be too safe.
Und sie hat ein Feuerzeug und Zigaretten.
My
Okay.
trusty Zippo. Running a bit low on fuel. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me.
Rabenvater BH heißt wahrscheinlich was anderes als die Abkürzung im Deutschen üblicherweise.
My smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane. Might want to pick up the handle first.
Aber ich habe überhaupt keine Nummer, die ich anrufen kann. Keine sinnvolle Nummer.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies. Messy. Just the way I like it.
Interessant.
Nah, I just got up. Just some random band poster. Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
Elektrische Gitarre.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Good times. Helped me get rid of my last two roommates. Nah, it's no fun when there's no one around to annoy with it.
Na gut, okay. Kann ich den Computer benutzen? Nein. Also, ich habe keine Telefonnummern, die ich anrufen kann. Kann ich 911 anrufen?
Just a phone.
Oh, Wohnheim.
Not that I don't love the sound of my own voice, but
Na, okay. Na gut, dann gehen wir mal, würde ich sagen. Zu der Beerdigung von dem Großvater. Ach ja. Muss ich da was drücken? Vielleicht ins Bild oben? Wahrscheinlich was.
well, here we are. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Okay. Grabstein?
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Na, okay.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Mausoleum?
It says price.
Betreten?
A family mausoleum. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, in sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her.
Big Baby. Na los, Attacke. Anschauen.
Mary Elizabeth Rain, my grandmother on my father's side. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit.
Neuer Schauplatz.
The coffin is lowered, but the grave hasn't been filled up yet. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Wir wissen aber nicht, welche things different. Conwell Springs.
Conwell Springs. Looks smaller than I remember it.
Tatsächlich habe ich das auch mal erlebt, diesen Effekt. Von wegen, oh, ist alles so viel kleiner. Ich habe irgendwann mal vor 15 Jahren oder so, habe ich mal eine meiner Grundschulen gesehen. Ich war auf 2 Grundschulen, weil wir mal zwischendurch umgezogen sind. Und das war ja winzig. Ich habe das riesengroß in Erinnerung.
I never thought I'd return to this place.
Das stimmt tatsächlich. Elizabeth Parker. Joseph Irving. Ja, okay. Der ist aber auch ganz schön alt geworden. Das Ganze spielt 1995. Das Spiel ist ja auch schon ein bisschen älter.
I haven't written anything in it yet.
Soviel ich weiß, soll das eigentlich eine Krimi-Geschichte sein. Letztendlich.
No reason to go in there.
Keine Ahnung, was das für Leute hier sind. Na gut.
It's the priest who performed the service here.
Wenn ich jetzt so lang gehe, spricht er mich bestimmt an, oder?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from the path of sin.
Aha.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Ich finde das nicht gut, wenn irgendwelche Priester daherkommen und sagen, wir sind alle Sünder. Und nach dem Motto, ich weiß, wie man das. Ich weiß den einzigen Weg, wie man das löst. Wir sind alle Sünder. Es nervt mich immer, dieses. Ich kenne es eigentlich nur aus Geschichten, ehrlich gesagt. Oder aus Informationen von woanders. Immer dieses. Wir sind nichts ohne Gott XY. Das geht mir voll auf den Keks. Immer dieses. Wir sind nichts. Ohne ihn sind wir nichts. Wir sind alle Sünder. Egal, ich will mich nicht aufregen.
Grandma, anybody home?
Infi, hallo. Herzlich und so weiter. Also ich probiere hier, ist ja Adventure-Tag und ich probiere hier halt gerade mal ein wirklich ziemlich altes Adventure aus, wie es aussieht. Das spielt sich eigentlich, wie gesagt, in 320 x 200. Und ich habe es nur deshalb hier auf Vollbild, weil es krass vergrößert wurde. Ne? Bisschen, ja, cozy. Mal sehen. Kommt drauf an, wie die Geschichte sich entwickelt. Also ich sag mal so, wenn das eher eine Detektivgeschichte wird, mit so ein bisschen Bewältigung, weiß ich nicht, dann gut. Aber ich will kein Adventure spielen, was einen quasi permanent in schlechte Stimmung schubst. Na? Mal sehen, was läuft. Wir gucken mal.
A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds.
Aber die Charaktere hier finde ich eigentlich ziemlich cool. Also, ne, ich kann die schlechte Stimmung gar nicht selbst, ja. Also ich mag keine Spiele, die mich niedergedrückt und traurig hinterlassen. Das will ich nicht. Ne? Aber ich glaube, das könnte spannend werden hier. Spannend und interessant. Und wie gesagt, die Casey, die Charakterdarstellung finde ich bis jetzt ziemlich cool.
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley.
Mhm. Ein rotes Pferd.
Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think.
Du machst Stream frei. Für die Stimmung, okay. Ich verstehe. Also, verstehe ich? Keine Ahnung. Ich tue aber so, als ob. Und morgen mache ich einen kurzen Arbeitstag und dann gegen Mittag fahre ich schon nach Hause und dann Wochenende Entspannung.
This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
Genau.
Dogfighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
Krasse Woche. Naja, also bei mir war es okay. Kollegen hatten mehr Stress als ich. Und privat ist eigentlich nichts so dolle Außergewöhnliches passiert, außer dass ich diesen neuen Stuhl habe, in dem ich mich viel wohler fühle als im letzten. Ne? Ansonsten ist eigentlich nichts Aufsehenerregendes diese Woche passiert.
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Probably used recently.
Ich habe eben das Foto eines brennenden Feuerlöschers gepostet. Oh Mann, kenne ich noch aus IT Crowd. So. Also das hier ist mal wieder richtiges Point and Click, ne? Also das letzte Adventure, was ich gespielt habe, war ja Conway. Das war auch ganz cool, aber das hier ist halt ein richtiges Point and Click und ich wollte mal wieder sowas haben, ne?
These should come in handy when I need to make calls.
Guck mal ins Telefonbuch, bitte. Thimbleweed Park. Heißt das Timble oder Thimble? Ich bin nicht so sicher. Da ist aber so, das habe ich schon komplett als Let's Play gesehen. Das heißt, das werde ich nicht spielen, ne?
It's a phone book. Conwell Springs County.
Ich fand es auch ziemlich cool. Aber ich werde es wohl nicht selber
I don't have
spielen.
anything to search for yet. I should be able to use this for looking up phone numbers of people or places in town.
Ein fester... Also diese beiden Dinge hier, die sind doch heutzutage echt selten geworden. Ich habe zum Beispiel... Ich besitze überhaupt kein Papiertelefonbuch. Ehrlich gesagt. Lagen neulich wieder im Rewe aus. Telefonbücher. Und ich habe erst so kurz überlegt, nehme ich eins mit und da habe ich gedacht, ich habe noch nie, also in den letzten über 10 Jahren in kein Telefonbuch geguckt.
A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
Gratis Papier, aber was soll ich damit? Ich kann noch nie mal sinnvoll draufschreiben. It's
a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
Kamin, ich habe keinen Kamin.
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
Naja, also, es würde bei mir nur rumliegen. So, ne? Person deiner Wahl anzünden. Ja, das kommt nicht so gut. Die haben sich immer so, ne? Ja, Datenlampe.
A lamp on the ceiling. Nothing special about it.
Und wollen dann immer diskutieren und so. So. Ja, wo ist denn die Großmutter? Wohnzimmertür? Ah,
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon then?
Sharon? Die Wahrheit erzählen, dass du sie in eine Psychiatrie hast einweisen lassen. Wer ist Sharon? Ich weiß nicht, wer Sharon ist. Ja, erzähl die Wahrheit.
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first, all dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Da stecken doch Dinge hinter. Wahrscheinlich stecken jetzt da Dinge hinter, die wir jetzt herausfinden müssen. Erstmal die Kirchenbroschüre zeigen.
What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
Zigaretten zeigen, Feuerzeug zeigen, Bioshock-Waffe, nur
I don't want to show her that.
Feuerzeug.
I don't want to show her that.
Das hätte relevant sein können wegen des BH. Diese Initialen BH, ne? Ich habe keinen BH dabei. Jedenfalls nicht öffentlich.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. It must have had something to do with the war.
What do the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Langsam baut sich hier eine Geschichte auf.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Okay. Mehr haben wir nicht zu bereden, oder?
See you later, Grams.
Take care, dear.
Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
Ja, nimm mal welchen.
Nah, I'm more of a coffee gal.
Das war jetzt unhöflich.
Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing.
Das sind Fotos von dem Großvater, oder?
Planes, planes, and more planes. Planes, planes.
Planes,
That's my
planes.
great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think.
Regen.
Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. Planes, planes, and more planes.
Woher kennt diese Betonung? Ach, von Chaos.
Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s.
Sideboard.
A robust piece of wooden furniture. I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Da müssen wir noch hingehen. Alkohol.
Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever. Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Wir haben nicht mehr zu sagen, ne?
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Hi Cherubim, guten Abend. Ich bin gerade dabei, ein scheinbar sehr altes Spiel auszuprobieren. Ich glaube, das ist wirklich steinalt, weil ich kann es halt wirklich nur eigentlich in der 320x200er Auflösung spielen. Und es war ein bisschen schwierig, es zum Starten zu kriegen. Ups. Hier muss ich noch an die Armlehnen gewöhnen. Hier, die kann man so verschieben. Und naja, bis jetzt, das ist momentan noch so eine etwas merkwürdige Geschichte. Sie hier, Cassie, die studiert eigentlich Journalismus, hat gehört, dass ihr Großvater gestorben ist, eilt nach Hause oder eilt in die Stadt, in der die Beerdigung ist, findet ihre Großmutter vor, sie reden miteinander und ja, jetzt muss sie ein paar Sachen rausfinden. Na? Also hat sie sich vorgenommen.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it. An
Modellflugzeug.
intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
Mhm. Weil die Großmutter hat erzählt, dass irgendwie 16 Jahre vorher ihr Mann, also ihrer Großvater, sozusagen irgendein traumatisches Erlebnis wohl hatte, was sie nicht weiß, und nicht mehr gesprochen hat. Und der Sheriff hat ihn gefunden, irgendwo vor der Stadt. Und niemand weiß, was passiert ist. Das versuchen wir jetzt rauszufinden. Also als nächstes, gleich, in wenigen Momenten, denke ich mal. Habe ich hier schon was aufgeschrieben? Ah, Vorfall einer
What
Nacht.
really happened to you that night, Grandpa?
Mhm. Interessant, das sind wohl Themen zum Reden, ne? Okay. Dann gucken wir doch mal, ob wir auf den Dachboden gehen können.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Oma um Erlaubnis bitten. Dann bitten wir doch mal.
Oh, hello, dear.
Wahrscheinlich muss ich erst zum Sheriff.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Kann ich nicht, okay.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Na gut, dann gehen wir wohl erstmal zum Sheriff, wie es aussieht. Haben wir noch was hier? Tischlampe.
A small table lamp.
Und hier rechts rausgehen kann ich wohl nicht. Da ist vorbei. Okay, also. Zack, Haustür. Und es regnet, wie schön. Wie in Wirklichkeit auch gestern. Oh, mit dem Sheriff reden. Das sieht aus wie, das Bild wirkt wie ein sehr griesgrämiger Sheriff.
Not their peak hours, it seems. Land of the free.
Kikiriki.
A medieval
Hey, Sheriff.
fortress near an
What's the deal
ocean.
with that
Probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe.
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
Penner in der Gefängniszelle, okay.
A medieval fortress near an ocean. Probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe. A bunch of cops lining up for a photo.
Ich gucke mir in solchen Spielen eigentlich meistens erst das Drumherum an.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Again? Oh, man.
Your motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
If you say so, boss.
Der Boss ist wahrscheinlich ein grummeliger.
Fax machines. The pinnacle of modern technology. Might be something useful in there.
Im Schreibtisch könnte was Nützliches sein. Okay, dann müssen wir den Typen hier wahrscheinlich wegkriegen.
Various notices and a wanted
How can I
poster.
help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her a gift.
Gift? Like what? I don't really know your mother.
For Christ's sakes, all moms are the same. Just use your imagination. I'm expecting something nicely wrapped on my desk by the end of the week.
Okay, boss.
All moms are the same. Ja, ja. Weiß man ja, ne? Okay, wir müssen mal mit dem jungen Kopf reden, wie es aussieht.
Some young cop. Looks a bit familiar.
Hey, Sheriff?
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Die Wahrheit zugeben. Keine Ahnung, wer
I'm
er ist.
drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Dann reden wir doch mal über den Vorfall. Nein, erstmal die Kirchenbroschüre zeigen.
What's your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so.
Okay, der Vorfall.
I wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
To your right. Das wäre hier. Na? Nein, stimmt gar nicht. Ich habe mich ich hab falsch rumgeguckt, falsch rum gedacht. Ich wollte gerade klug sein und bin selbst dabei ins Fettnäpfchen getreten. Okay.
I don't want to show him that.
Will ich irgendwas hier?
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all.
Zigaretten.
I don't want to show him that.
Feuerzeug.
I don't want to show him that.
Gut.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Also bis jetzt sind sie ja freundlich. Sag mal, kann ich speichern? Ich kann speichern. Wir überspeichern das mal mit 1. Ich habe ich gewinne einen Preis für die einfallsreichsten Speichernamen.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
I think he'd object.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Again? Oh, man.
Lots of police reports, organized alphabetically by the looks of it.
If you say so, boss.
I would, but I can't do that when he's right there. Maybe I can distract him somehow.
Gut, dann gehen wir mal zum Sheriff, würde ich sagen, ne? Gleich.
A medieval fortress near an open.
Okay, das ist das gleiche wieder. Gut. Dann reden wir mal mit dem Sheriff, mit dem sehr...
Need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have to get her a gift.
Gift? Like what? I don't really know your mother.
For Christ's sakes, all moms are the same. Just use your imagination. I'm expecting something nicely wrapped on my desk by the end of the week.
Okay, boss.
Okay.
Just some photo. I can't see it clearly from here.
Dann geh da hin. Oh, wahrscheinlich muss ich mit ihm reden. Akten.
Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere.
Hier wahrscheinlich.
Hey, Sheriff. What's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
The one in the cell.
Oh, I thought it was with you.
Well, shit.
Okay, dann reden wir mit ihm.
That must be the sheriff. He looks grumpy.
Grumpy.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you have a moment?
Not really. Make it quick.
Erstmal Kirchenbroschüre.
What's your opinion on this church?
It's a fine church. I go there myself every Sunday.
Also der Vorfall.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Polizeibericht. Ich möchte ihn gerne sehen.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
Nicht in diesem Staat, okay.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Kommen Sie, keine große Sache.
Aw, come on, Sheriff. What's the big deal? It was a long time ago. It would make this girl very, very happy.
Are you trying to use flirtation on an officer of the law? Well, that shit may work on numbnuts like Lenny, but I got work to do.
Ich versuch's mal.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
You want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine.
Okay. Der ist wirklich
Just some
grumpy.
photo. I can't see it clearly from here.
Dann geh doch dahin.
Just some photo. I can't see it clearly from here. A photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit. Probably the mayor. It's always the mayor.
Okay.
Just some photo. I can't see it clearly from here.
Eine Medaille.
A gold medal of some kind. Just some photo.
How's the paperwork coming along,
Tons of miscellaneous files.
Okay, I guess.
I
Trophäen.
guess somebody's a winner.
That's no good. We're gonna have to cancel lunch today.
Again? Oh, man.
Your motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
If you say so, boss.
Also es ist ein sehr, sehr, wie soll man sagen, es ist ein Diktator, ein kleiner Diktator, der Polizist.
Not sure where those doors lead. I should go check it out.
Lenny, I need you to do something.
How can I help, boss?
It's my mother's birthday this weekend. You'll have
Schlau. Sie hat gewartet, bis er abgelenkt war. Bis er kurz abgelenkt
A
war.
jail cell. Looks cramped.
Ein Mob. Mein Mob.
If I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go.
Na, mit dem Mob den Bogen.
Very funny.
Ich schätze, muss mit dem Typen reden. Da steht auch wirklich Penner.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Ein kleiner Fernseher. Geil. Findest
What
du
a
was gut?
tiny TV.
Findest du was gut?
Thanks. That was getting annoying.
Kann ich mir vorstellen. Kann ich mir echt vorstellen. Verschiedene Werkzeuge.
An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools. Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells.
Ja, verschiedene Werkzeuge
Too heavy
nehmen.
to carry around and too noisy to use in here without getting caught.
Schachteln.
Just a bunch of boxes filled with office supplies. Just a bunch of.
Ja. Schachteln.
Just a.
Alles das gleiche, ne?
Just a bunch.
Jo. Warum ist da oben... Ist das ein Kürbis?
A computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small town cops would be that up to date with the modern world.
Asservatenschrank.
They look sturdy enough. Wouldn't be able to break them open without taking my time and making a lot of noise. If I ever need to find evidence, I'll know where to look.
Ja, natürlich musste das finden, das Zeug. Ja, Spinnenweben hier oben. Sieht so aus.
I'll need a key.
Dann reden wir doch mal mit dem Typen.
Looks like an incarcerated bum. Hey,
Hi there.
so why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns in grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
Ja, natürlich. Shopping Carts, ne?
So, why'd they put you in that cell? Is that...
Yeah,
Was hat denn, achso.
I take my last statement.
Hey, it was... To be fair, but that doesn't mean it was...
I think I've heard...
You're right.
Ich dachte, die Sachen, die man schon gesagt hat, würden nicht mehr da stehen. Ihn überzeugen, Lenny
You
abzulenken.
need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9.
15.
8.
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do.
Okay. Das war eine sehr gute Art zu verhandeln. Einfach mal im Restaurant, wenn es heißt, dass das Essen kostet 15 Euro, einfach mal 12 geben und sagen, stimmt so. Mhm. Okay. Gut, ja, dann gehen wir mal wieder raus, ne?
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
What now?
Okay, I have to make this quick.
Mhm.
Lots of police...
Akten.
Okay, let's have a look.
Upp. 16.08.81, 23:40 Uhr. Ein paar Kilometer von Conwell Springs entfernt wurde in der Nähe der unbefestigten Straße eine Person aufgefunden, die mit weit aufgerissenen Augen blind herumirrte. Kann ich hier einfach so? Nee. Ich kann hier so. Diese Person wurde als Joseph Rain identifiziert. Er zeigte keinerlei Reaktion, weder als er angesprochen wurde, noch auf Berührung. Mr. Rain war von Kopf bis Fuß dreckig und schien bis an die Knie nass zu sein. Mr. Rain umklammerte ein kleines Diktiergerät, in das eine Kassette eingelegt war. Er zeigte sich kooperativ und konnte zum Streifenwagen geführt werden. Anschließend wurde er in die Stadt gebracht. Und dann, Mrs. Rain wurde abgeholt und gemeinsam mit Mr. Rain in die Notaufnahme des Gemeinschaftskrankenhauses gebracht. Und dann, fast also ganz nah zusammen, bei einer Routineinspektion des Streifenwagens wurde ein Diktiergerät gefunden, das auf dem Rücksitz liegen gelassen wurde. Dieses wurde als Beweisstück in Schließfach Nummer 5 archiviert.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Okay. Bis jetzt sind die Rätsel alle recht einfach und naheliegend.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
What bum?
Okay. Nummer 5. Da ist ein Diktiergerät mit einer Kassette. Hat das niemand angehört?
All right, got it.
Das heißt, sie hat jetzt ein Diktiergerät. Okay, Kassettenfach. Kassette ist drin. Am besten drücke ich nicht auf die Aufnahmetaste, sondern auf die Rückspultaste. Und auf die Abspieltaste.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. with Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Dachboden. Wie war das? 5-mal rot, 1-mal blau, 2-mal gelb. Ach, wie cool. Wird wirklich zurückgespult. Warte mal eben. Nochmal. Die Ticket kombinieren? Womit denn? Ergibt noch keinen Sinn, glaube ich.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody else.
Die Frage ist, wenn ich jetzt nochmal drücke, ob der von vorne anfängt oder weitermacht. Gar nichts. Also das war alles. Okay. Vorspulen? Okay. Ich dachte, vielleicht hat er noch mehr aufgenommen. Ich dachte, vielleicht hat er noch mehr aufgenommen. So, wir müssen jetzt hier rausgehen. Und dann verschwinden, würde ich sagen. Dachboden aufsuchen. Mach's gut.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
Nein, Gott, nein, auf keinen Fall. Ich würde mir tatsächlich lieber das eigene Bein abnagen. Ich glaube, das Netteste ist das hier.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
So fies bin ich ja nicht, ne? Ehrlich gesagt mag ich diese Szene hier. Okay. Darf ich jetzt nach oben gehen oder muss ich erst mit der Großmutter reden?
I should probably ask Grandma first.
Dann tun wir das mal.
Oh, hello, dear.
Dann reden wir mal mit ihr.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Jo, wir zeigen mal den Bericht.
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to mention to her. Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
Mr. Dicto, das ergibt... Naja, okay.
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
Einmal Licht, bitte.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Aha, der Klassiker, ne?
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Also, in jedem Adventure, was in der Neuzeit spielt, muss mindestens eine Sicherung ersetzt werden, eine Birne oder irgendwas muss geölt werden, weil es rostig ist. Ne? Habe ich hier irgendwas, was mir hilft? Was denn mit ihren... Naja, okay, das ist 95, sie hat kein Handy dabei. Sonst hätte man jetzt eine Lichtquelle. Ah, warte. Unten ist doch eine Lampe. Ne?
Free light bulb. Score.
Hm.
bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Dann du das. Vielleicht so. Glühbirne kombinieren. Mit Glühbirne.
There we go.
Es werde Licht.
Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye.
Hm. Oh cool, da oben geht es eigentlich noch weiter. Also, leider habe ich keinen Dachboden. Ich fand Dachböden immer irgendwie cool. Cool und geheimnisvoll und irgendwie gemütlich. Damals, als ich noch ein Kind war und ich auf dem Dorfe gewohnt habe, auf dem Dorfe obendrauf, wir haben tatsächlich in so einem ziemlich großen, naja, Bauernhaus ist das falsche Wort, in einem ländlichen Haus gewohnt zur Miete. Es war aber halt es war wohl recht günstig, weil es halt wirklich ein kleines Dorf war. Und hat noch einen ziemlich geilen großen Dachboden. Mit so alten Vogelkäfigen drin. Das Ding war echt irgendwie geheimnisvoll und gemütlich und alles, ne? So, was haben wir hier? Schubladen.
Might be something useful in there. Empty.
Sind das alles die gleichen hier?
I've already searched that.
Danke, das ist sehr gut.
Nothing.
Mhm. Papiere.
Just some old bills. Nothing interesting.
Eine
An
Schreibmaschine.
old typewriter covered in cobwebs.
Schreibmaschine. Ich habe Hausaufgaben, also eine Hausaufgabe auf einer Schreibmaschine gemacht. Das war nicht so einfach.
It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it.
Nehm's mit. Geh mal ein Stück zur Seite. Das Buch ist wahrscheinlich relevant. Der Koffer vielleicht, der wirkt so ein bisschen auffällig hier.
Decades old coffee. Lovely.
Ja, nimm mit.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Mhm, schön, okay. Papiere, Buch. Was ist mit dem Buch?
A thick book about math.
Mathematik. Das könnte relevant sein, tatsächlich. Mathematikbuch mit Unendlichkeitssymbol. Tatsächlich. Die Geheimnisse der unendlichen Zahlen. Was? Unendliche Zahlen? Pi. Ach, diese Art von unendlichen Zahlen. Okay, Pi. Moment mal. 3. 3 rote. Primzahlen. Pi. Fibonacci. Okay. Drei rote, ein blauer und 2 gelbe war es, glaube ich. Warte mal. 3, 5, 1, 1. Also quasi die dritte Zahl bei Rot. Die erste bei Blau. Hallo Kante, guten Abend. Und die zweite bei Gelb. Also 5, 1, 1. Das ist nur geraten. Aber es kommt mir naheliegend vor. Okay.
A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
Lass mich raten. Der Koffer. Ein Teddybär. Der Koffer braucht eine Zahlenkombination.
Mr. Bear! Oh, how did you get all the way up there?
Nimm mit.
Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
Mr. Bär meldet sich zum Dienst. Mit dem Bär wieder vereint.
Mr. Bear!
Na, nimm ihn mit.
Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
Okay. Oh. Aktenkoffer. Oh. Oder, warte. Insgesamt 6 Zahlen. Mal sehen, ob wir es beim ersten Mal schaffen. Drei rote. 2, 3, 5. 1. 3, 1. 2, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1. Mal sehen.
Yes!
Ein Rätsel mal sofort gelöst. Geil. Boss First Try. So, was ist es? Ein Umschlag.
Yellow envelope.
Das war alles. Okay. Na gut, im Zweifelsfalle Koffer aufbrechen, ne?
It's the envelope I found in the briefcase.
Dann guck ihn dir an.
Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
Überbelichtetes Bild. Foto mit Soldaten, Zeitungsausschnitt. Okay. Mikrokassette, Dachboden. Erst das Bild angucken.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white.
Kombinieren. Vielleicht kann man es ja... Weiß ich nicht. Mit dem
I
Bild.
don't see how those things work together.
Foto mit Soldaten.
Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
Das müssen wir auf jeden Fall der Großmutter zeigen. Zeitungsausschnitt.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
Also ein paar Jahre vor seinem komischen Vorfall da. Der Schlüssel?
It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. I wonder what this unlocks.
Gut, die Kassette. Die hören wir mal an, würde ich sagen.
Standard microtape labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
Kombinieren mit dem Diktiergerät.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Okay. Jetzt müssen wir mit der Großmutter reden, würde ich sagen, oder? Das Foto zeigen. Ein Zeitungsausschnitt und Schlüssel vielleicht. Haben wir einiges gefunden. War ein lohnender Besuch hier oben. Sonst ist hier nichts, ne? Ich schätze nicht. Din, 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 din.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Okay, jetzt zeigen wir mal alles Mögliche erstmal. Polizeibericht hatten wir schon. Diktiergerät.
I already talked to her about that.
Hast du gar nicht.
I found this book in the attic. Recognize it?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once. He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that. Grams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university.
Ah, okay. Vielleicht hat sie da Methoden.
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years.
Ganz unten links ist er. Da fehlt der Ton. Als er auf der Air Force Basis stationiert war. Oder ist das Spiel einfach abgestürzt? Das kann natürlich auch
What
sein.
about the other two?
Oh.
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Charles Wade. Wer ist Charles Wade?
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember their names?
Let me think. I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's quite all right, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always deeply affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family to ease their pain. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Okay.
Der Schlüssel?
Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
Okay, haben wir noch was? Zum Zeigen? Nicht wirklich. Aber dann reden wir mal über diese anderen Themen.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Okay.
Does the nickname Cocky mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Okay. Cocky, Rufzeichen.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Charles Wade.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Okay, dann haben wir jetzt erstmal alles Mögliche gefragt, ne?
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Zur Uni oder zum Stützpunkt? Ich würde mal sagen, Stützpunkt. Wenn es angeboten wird. Wird nicht angeboten. Wir gehen nochmal zum Friedhof. Vielleicht erkennen wir ja auf den Grabsteinen einen Namen wieder. Mal sehen. Price.
Alright, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Ertrunkenes Mädchen. Ach. Okay, das ist jetzt mehr oder minder ein bisschen zufällig gewesen.
I wonder what that kid is doing here all alone.
Ich wusste zwar, oder ich habe zwar geahnt, dass ich durch die Namen hier was rausfinde, aber ich dachte eigentlich, es ginge um die Freunde von dem Großvater. Kleiner Junge.
A little boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old. The grave is brimming with flowers. Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh, I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
I'm gonna find out what happened to you, Grandpa. I promise.
Wo ist denn die Mutter? Oder ist das so ein Junge, der den Friedhof besucht, weil da seine Mutter liegt?
I should go look for his mother.
Ja, warte. Im Price Mausoleum
No
vielleicht?
reason to go in there.
Kann ich nach links weitergehen? Fragezeichen. Oder nach hinten?
Kid?
Oh.
Guess he found his mom.
Geheimnisvoll. Geheimnisvoll. Okay. Na okay, dann gehe ich mal wieder. Dann weiß ich jetzt also dadurch, dass ich den Ort hier besucht habe, weiß ich den Namen von dem ertrunkenen Mädchen. Na okay, vielleicht lässt sich da mit was anfangen. Bestimmt sogar. Vielleicht weiß die ja die Großmutter noch etwas darüber. Lily Myers? Düdelindin. Oder ich rufe mal jemanden an hier.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Lily Myers.
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
But not the father. Jack, was it?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
Die Myers-Familie.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Da kommen echt einige Informationen hier zusammen. Man muss hier schon ein bisschen hin und her laufen, aber das finde ich jetzt nicht so schlimm. Ich hätte auch versuchen können zu telefonieren, aber okay. Gucken wir erstmal. Mit dem Sheriff reden, würde ich sagen. Hey, Lenny.
Hey, Lenny.
Oh.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Nah.
Hey, Lenny, could you check the files for a police report? A girl who drowned around here, Lily Myers?
I'd love to help, Kathy, but you better check with the sheriff first.
Fine, I'll do that. Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Nah.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Do you know the Myers family? Supposed to live somewhere near the lake?
Aren't they the ones whose daughter drowned a long time ago?
Yeah, that's right.
Might recognize them if I saw them, but that's about it.
Haben wir noch was wir zeigen wollen? Zeitungsausschnitt.
Hey, Lenny, do you remember anything about a girl drowning around here?
Yeah, I remember my mom telling me about that. I was like 6 at the time, though.
Do you remember her name?
Oh, man. Not really. I was so little. I think it was something with an L. Linda? Laura? Something like that.
All right, I'll keep looking.
Okay.
Hey, Lenny, do you recognize these men?
Not really. Sorry.
Vielleicht weißt du ja, wo die Bäume sind.
I don't want to show him that.
Map.
I probably shouldn't. He might ask where I got it from. I don't want to show him that.
Okay. Und die anderen Sachen auch nicht.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Offensichtlich. Dann reden wir mal mit dem griesgrämigen Sheriff.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
Hm?
I don't need to ask him that. Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? Young girl named Lily Myers?
That case was handled by Truman. I wasn't involved.
Okay.
I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask him that. I don't need to ask him that.
Vielleicht weiß er was über das Foto. Oder
Do
Zeitraum?
you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? The victim was a young girl.
You have a memory problem? I told you I haven't been working here that long. Besides, even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. Juvenile cases are a sensitive matter.
Okay, da ist was dran.
He's new in town. I don't think he knows those men. I don't want to show him that.
Na okay. Mehr haben wir erstmal nicht. Glaube ich.
I don't want to show him that.
Die anderen Sachen müssen wir ihm nicht zeigen.
That's all for now.
Good.
Abend Nordisch, hallo. Wie ist es? Ich bin ganz schön müde. Ich habe schon überlegt, ob ich heute streame, aber ich war neugierig, wie das Spiel hier so ist. Und es gefällt mir ganz gut. Ne? Ist es mal wieder ein richtiges Point-and-Click.
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Und ich habe einen neuen Stuhl, habe ich ja erzählt, ne? Mit dem ich mich ganz gut anfreunde. Also, so sehr wie man sich mit dem Stuhl anfreunden kann. Ne? Nur pass auf. Wie wär's, wenn ich dich mal versuche anzurufen? Hm? Endlich mal wieder ein klassisches Spiel, genau. Also es ist wirklich ein altes Spiel. Ich glaube, das ist, ich weiß nicht, die Geschichte spielt 1995 und das Spiel ist standardmäßig in 320 x 200er Auflösung. Ne, das ist jetzt einfach nur 2016 ist aber 90er, was? Spielt in den 90ern. 2016? Echt? Das... Okay. Okay. Ich habe noch nicht genau geguckt, wann es wirklich rausgekommen ist. Aber es hat halt... Ne? Das Spiel ist recht... Ich habe den Namen auch schon gehört. Tatsächlich. Also den Namen hatte ich schon gehört. Ich hatte ihn irgendwie so im Hinterkopf, der... Irgendwie bekannt so ein bisschen, ne? Aber ich dachte, vielleicht ist das ja eine lange Spielereihe oder sowas. Keine Ahnung.
It's a phone book, Conwell Springs County.
Die Myers-Familie.
All right, found an address.
Okay, Charles Wade.
Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. No hit for Wade Industries either, but it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
Cocky, Rufzeichen?
Nah, nothing like that in here.
Das wäre auch komisch. Lily
I
Myers?
got her family's address already.
Ja. Die
All
Basis?
right, got it.
Die können wir mal anrufen. Na, das ist das wohl
Nah,
kaum.
nothing like...
Okay.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Total witzig hier mit dem Hörer als Porträt des Gegenübers, ne? Morgen geht's los, Wintereinbruch. Kann gut sein, ja. Also es war heute schon recht kühl. Hier, Rufzeichen.
Do you recognize the aviator call sign, Cocky?
Afraid not, ma'am. I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's not one of them.
This isn't current, though. It might have been used as early as World War II.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
Any suggestions?
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure, ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
Charles Wade.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
No can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
Mit ihm diskutieren, vorgehen, mein Kopf zu sein. So. Meteorologen sagen, gab es sowas lange nicht so früh. Vorhersage sagt Dauerfrost ab Sonntag. Das wird ja interessant mit Radfahren dann, wa? Hallo Rotheka, guten Abend. Mit ihm diskutieren.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call 911.
Okay. Die Basis.
What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers, trained at this very base. Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson.
Ja, ich muss tatsächlich noch ein bisschen arbeiten. Ich habe irgendwie Ende des Monats Ende des Dezembers, ungefähr 2 Wochen frei. Na ja, gut zu wissen. Dankeschön.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car. I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made general if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts.
Lily Myers.
I don't see a reason to ask.
Die Myers Familie.
I don't see a reason to ask.
Mehr habe ich nicht. Danke fürs Gespräch.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
Jetzt müsste ich doch eigentlich neue Informationen hier haben, oder? Interessantes Spiel. Hat eine etwas düstere Atmosphäre, aber mal schauen, was ich rausfinde.
Oh, hello, dear.
Mal sehen, ob sie noch was zu sagen hat.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
Okay, nichts Neues. Gut.
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Dann mal entweder zur Basis fahren, was wahrscheinlich gar nicht so viel Sinn ergibt. Oder die Familie da anrufen. Achso, nee, stimmt. Es sagt ja, sie hat eine Adresse. Aber ich könnte mal Nee, warte. Ich könnte ja mal...
It's a phone book.
Ja. Im Wohnheim anrufen.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
Die weiß wahrscheinlich kaum was über diese Sachen. Schätze ich mal.
I'm trying to contact Charles Wade. You know, the industrialist?
Wow, really? Why?
It's complicated, but he knew Grandpa back in the day. They went to war together.
Huh. Must be super hard to get in touch with a person like that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Maybe you could ask someone in the Air Force. If he used to serve with your granddad, I mean.
Yeah, could be worth a shot.
Habe ich schon gemacht. Die weiß wahrscheinlich über all diese Sachen gar nichts.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Hm?
I'm trying to find this guy, but all I have is his nickname, Cocky.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Not much. I think he was in the Air Force and served with Grandpa.
Maybe you could try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Yeah, that might be worth a shot.
Das ist nichts Neues.
I don't need to ask her about that. I don't need to ask her about that. I don't need to ask her about that.
Okay.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Okay. Na gut, das hat jetzt nicht mehr wirklich neue Informationen gebracht. Weil ihre Information war nur, red mal mit jemandem in der Air Force. Haben wir schon gemacht. Aber wir müssten jetzt eigentlich eine neue Adresse haben. Hütte am See. Erinnert mich ein ganz klein wenig gerade an Phasmophobia. Aber nur wegen des, also nicht wegen der Atmosphäre, sondern wegen des Aufbaus hier.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise. Oh, gee, I would, but I forgot my swimsuit at home.
Aschenbecher?
It's totally overflowing with cigarette butts. Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know.
Vielleicht kann man ja dem ja eine Zigarette anbieten. Thermometer?
55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully.
Fahrenheit. Alexa, wie viel sind 55 Fahrenheit in Celsius?
Guten Abend, Reinhard. 55 Grad Fahrenheit sind ungefähr 12,78 Grad Celsius.
Ungefähr 12. Ja, ungefähr 12,7 Grad. Na gut.
It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason.
Na gut. Fenster?
I
Guck
can
mal,
see someone moving inside.
der die Tür geboxt und nicht
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Ich klopfe einfach nochmal. Aber sie klopft nicht, sondern sie boxt die Tür.
You again.
She looks pretty annoyed with me.
Vielleicht sollte ich ihr eine Zigarette anbieten. Ja.
Just go away.
Bin ich schnell genug?
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. What brand?
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
You got taste. I'll give you that. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
Hm. Schon habe ich sie auf meiner Seite? So
And
einfach.
that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my, oh now that was a good one. You know what, Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Sure, let's go.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Special, ja? Okay. Er ist was ganz
Very
Besonderes.
lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem.
Hm.
Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan.
Na, okay. Nathan angucken.
It's Nathan, Sue's mentally disabled son.
Hm. Wird vielleicht noch relevant.
Nice view of the lake from here. Nice painting. It's signed LM.
Lilly, ja?
Nice painting.
Also mit Zureden machen wir natürlich wieder als letztes. Hm?
I can smell something cooking. Elk,
Gewahr.
by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods.
Okay. Dann reden wir mal.
So, you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
An einen Kunstsammler? Okay, wir werden die ganzen Sachen fragen.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
I don't need to ask her about that. Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
I don't need to ask her about that. Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
Die Meyers-Familie.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Okay.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces look like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Wer ist denn dieser Kunstsammler?
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks.
So, haben wir denn noch was zu zeigen?
What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
No reason to show her that. No reason to... No reason to show...
BH.
No reason to... Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He seems much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr. Wade.
Okay, der Kunstsammler.
I'd rather just ask her about her daughter directly.
Und der
Do
Schlüssel?
you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
Kann ich mit ihm noch reden?
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
Nice Redman. So, das Gemälde, kann ich es nochmal angucken?
It's an early painting by Lily Myers. It's an early...
Kann ich nicht mehr mitmachen. Also, das klingt ja für mich, als hätte die Lilly irgendeine Information aufgeschnappt oder was gesehen, was sie in Gemälden verewigt hat und was der Typ, der da angekommen ist, auf gar keinen Fall an die Öffentlichkeit kommen lassen wollte. Hm? Spannend. Okay. Ich glaube, dann gehen wir wieder, oder? Lilly Meyers Kunst. Ja, okay. Gut, aber warte, das Catmobil nachdenken. Catmobil benutzen. Aber das soll es wahrscheinlich für heute sein. Ich denke, wir fahren zur Großmutter zurück. Und da machen wir dann weiter nächstes Mal. Ne? Interessante Geschichte. Gefällt mir. Können wir gerne weiterspielen. Ich habe so das Gefühl, also es fühlt sich gerade so an, als wenn das Spiel nicht übermäßig lang wäre. Aber vielleicht irre ich mich auch. Weil dieses Ding da, dieses Motorradfahren, da oben gibt es irgendwie 4 Orte, habe ich jetzt. Und es sieht so aus, wenn die Hälfte schon voll ist. Andererseits kann es natürlich auch gescrollt werden. Keine Ahnung. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Aber so von der Art und Weise kommt es mir gerade so vor, als wenn es vielleicht nicht Ewigkeiten lang ist. Ne? Aber das wäre mir auch recht. Es muss nicht jedes Spiel 50 plus Stunden haben, um gut zu sein. Ne? Okay, also. Für heute war es das. Ich beende mal das Spiel hier. Gespeichert haben wir. Spiel beenden. Etwas schwierig zu starten. Na, ist also, ich starte es manchmal, also ich habe schon gemerkt, dass das nicht immer sofort aufgeht. Ne? Wie auch immer. Ich stoppe mal die Aufnahme. Mach's gut, YouTube.